happy Multichrome Tuesday. We've got a little Clionadh Cosmetics marathon going on here. There's another new formula launching that is part of their stained glass collection, and it is the Dimensionals, and they are launching this Thursday, as well as part of the sale that will be running between July 20th and 24th, and these are all going to be 13% off, including the rest of the stained glass collection, which will be entirely restocked. And these will each retail for $19 USD. And I did receive these shadows in PR from Clionadh, and thank you so much to Clionadh for sending these over to me so I could get this video up for you before the launch. My affiliate code is Millie, and thank you so much if you use my code. So these Multichromes do have two shades that have previously come out, Soldier and Redox. They have a gray base and lots of colored sparkles throughout them. They're super dimensional, hence the perfect name, Dimensional Multichromes. So I'm going to show you each of these swatched individually on the back of my hand, and then I'm also going to be eye swatching all of these just so you can really get a feel for what they look like on the lid. I was a little bit surprised because I felt like a lot of these came out a lot darker on the eye than I was expecting, despite them having the gray base. Another in between, kind of like the lights that they're also launching, but they're not quite as light base as the Deep Iridescence. I think Deep Iridescence and the Electric Multichromes are still my absolute favorite formula from the stained glass collection. And I think in the close-ups of the pans, you can really get an idea on the texture of these. These are a bit more textured. They are a little bit flaky and they are very sparkly, but they are very messy. And you will see that throughout the eye swatches. There's lots of fallout happening. I did use just my finger just to be able to really smooth them out. And I did not use any eye primer. I would definitely recommend that you do your eye look if you're using these before you do your base, because these are the type of sparkly shadows that the moment you get any sparkle down on your face, it will not want to come off. So they are a little harder to take off because of that, because it is just that kind of sparkle that wants to stick around. And I do like that there's a mix of some more colorful multichromes as well as some more neutral shades, which those I would say are my favorite, which is Ferric, Soldier, and Redox. I do want to call out that Soldier and Redox do seem to be smoother formulation from the rest of the Dimensionals. In application, I definitely experienced less fallout. Highly recommend using these with a tacky primer, especially if you do have fallout problems or you have hooded oily lids, such as myself. I do think that some of these are a little less shifty than others, but they really pack a punch with all those sparkles throughout them. As for comparisons, I think the most similar shades that I was able to find to these were from Touch of Glam Beauty in terms of not just texture but color, but overall I did notice these were pretty unique in terms of color, and I think a lot has to do with the amount of sparkles that are throughout these. And the swatch comparisons will be towards the end of the video. I will put timestamps in the comments below. I do see myself gravitating more towards using Ferric, Soldier, and Redox. I really feel like those are my recommendations, the top 3 from these 7 shadows. But of course, that is purely personal preference. These days, I do find myself reaching for something much more iridescent, or like the Deep Iridescent Multichromes, Electric Multichromes, Earthshine Multichromes, Hybrid Multichromes, and also the Glitter Multichromes. If I was to say which texture these are the closest, definitely Glitter Multichromes, but a little bit chunkier than that. If you are not a huge fan of applying eyeshadow with fingers, then I would recommend a toothier kind of flat brush, something like the Refer 28, and of course making sure you have some sort of glitter primer down, because I do feel like this is the kind of formula that needs to be smoothed out a little bit, otherwise it will be pretty sheer, unless of course that is something you're looking for. But with the sheerness, you will still see the gray base underneath. So those are some of my thoughts after the swatches and the eye swatches and the comparisons of these new dimensional multichromes. Let me know in the comments below which shade is your favorite. Do you plan on picking any of these up? And if you're interested in more Clionadh videos, I have tons and tons uploading my channel. I will put my playlist in the description box. I also do have a dedicated video from yesterday on the jeweled lights with some eye swatches and comparisons as well. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time.